Aha! It was that simple. Okay, so what were these documents? Hell yeah. No, I appreciate you guys trying to make it, more obvious. It's like, it could just be simpler. All right, is there anything else in here? That's it? One envelope?
Let's see what's in here.
Yes, let us see. What secrets?
There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside.
Now the question is, did he intend someone to find these? All right.
Oh, and a single copper penny, too, for some reason.
A single copper penny. Well, those don't exist in Canada anymore.
Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just
Can I get a look at it? I'd love to know what,
There's probably some way to enhance this back at school.
I'll
figure it out tomorrow.
Great.
when I'm
Okay,
back.
so this is a clue that we're going to get more information on later. Good to know. I always love an adventure game lets you know straight out, you can't use this now. Hold on a second. All right, so we also have a photo of
Grandpa in
soldiers.
uniform with 2 other men.
Oh, I wonder.
Something is handwritten on the back.
Okay.
Flight training. McConnell Air Force Base,
1984.
1941.
All right, I'm going to take a note of that. McConnell Air Force Base, 1941. I'm not sure if that's going to be significant, but maybe those are the 2 guys that were at the funeral in military uniform. I'm assuming that's the case. Okay. Yeah. So McConnell Air Force Base. Excellent. What's the newspaper
Tragic
clipping?
drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell
Okay,
Lake.
but what year? When did this take place?
The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July.
Okay.
The notice is dated July 15th,
That seems important.
1975.
So there was a drowning that took place in the 70s here.
Tragic story.
Yeah.
I wonder why Grandpa saved
Why
us.
would he save that? Unless maybe he discovered something about the family or what happened to her? Yeah, drowned teen girl. Interesting. This is definitely becoming a more complicated mystery.
Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs.
Okay, so but when did it happen?
Early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake.
Okay, so I'm assuming we're going to look for her grave. So Sunday the 14th.
The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother.
And I'm assuming the next week, July 21st of July. July 21st of 1975.
July 15th, 1975.
So she died on July 14th, 1975. Okay, that's good to remember. So if we're looking for a grave where their day of death is July 14th, 1975. And
it's
a small key.
Fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately.
So, could be for anything. I don't remember seeing anything locked in the house. So, maybe there's something else.
It's the penny I found in the briefcase. Looks like it was minted the same year I was born.
Could be a coincidence. Could just be a penny.
Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt.
That's a fun little family tradition.
Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there.
Yeah, for kids, attics. I mean, I definitely remember in my grandmother, my paternal grandmother's house, they had a terrifying crawl space that I'd like to explore, but it was so creepy. Like it looked like something out of like It, or like some horror movie. Like some creature was gonna crawl out of it and like pull you in. It was a nightmare, I'll just say. Okay, so we have a small key. Interesting. So okay, let's talk to Grandma about this stuff. Let's talk about the Air Force Base. I'm assuming she knows about that at least, right? And I'm guessing the drowning of the girl.
Oh, hello, dear.
Probably was well known. It seems like this is a small town, so I can't imagine that escaped her knowledge.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Man, I kind of feel bad. Every time we just talk to her, it's about the most troubling or upsetting or disconcerting
Very well,
stuff.
dear.
It's like, hey, Grandma, nice to catch up with you. Let me ask you this very troubling question.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
Or maybe this can bring back some good memories. Maybe she met her. Maybe that's where they met.
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during
Okay.
the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
Oh, so the base is still active.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph
Okay,
left
so they
to
met
fight in that
before.
terrible war.
They met
together with his best friend
And
Charles
were married
my brother
before
Andrew.
he joined the military.
Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst.
I mean, I don't blame you. That must be a huge psychological
Every
weight.
short visit from Joseph was a joy. but he kept going.
Especially,
back to the
a
front,
pilot too,
to my
right?
great dismay.
Yeah, that oof.
When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough.
That's
He
a good
had
thing. It's like,
done his
I should
duty.
probably not leave my son fatherless.
Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping
being
your
a farmer is a pretty noble
great-grandfather
job.
with the crops.
Yeah.
Until he passed.
Farming is very noble. All right. Oh, man, I hate to ask this, but what do you know about a drowned teen girl from the 70s?
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. Was the saddest
Ooh,
thing.
boy.
She was only 16.
I feel like this story's only going to get
We
sadder.
never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Okay.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear.
All right, so we have to
I
find
just
out the
can't
family name by
recall.
visiting the grave, I'm assuming.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save
It
this.
seems like such a weird clipping to save.
Joseph was
yeah.
always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he
Oh, yeah,
wanted to
maybe
do
he wanted to
something
do
for the
something
family.
to help them through their grief.
In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
But also, like, we have to imagine that this briefcase has been left untouched since 1981. Because he seems like he basically went, like, catatonic. Like, he didn't talk, he didn't do anything. He was just basically, in an eternal silent torment. So, whatever he was doing, he
Bye,
did
Grandma.
it
I'll be back later.
before his incident, and he didn't touch
So
it
long.
since. So why would he have that clipping there? Interesting. Okay, well, we can definitely go to the graveyard, and since we know the date of the death, maybe we can find out the family name. I don't know what else we can get from that, unless getting the family name, we can tell Grandma, and then she can tell us where the family lives. That's a line of thinking. Though it definitely seems like I'm overthinking right now. To be fair, we've played some complicated puzzle and horror and mystery and adventure games that have definitely racked our brains. So, it's not a huge surprise that I would maybe overthink a puzzle or two. All right, let's check out some gravestones. All right, let's just go right to left, entrance to exit. Oh, that's such a great transition with the model getting more and more detailed. That's a good touch. That's a nice touch. All right, so what gravestones can I look at? Oh my God, the motorcycle is called the Catmobile. All right, fair enough. That's a good tongue-in-cheek name. All right, so not you. Not you. Remember, she's only 16 too, right? So it's not just the date of the death. It needs to be 16 years before as the date of birth. Nope, 1979, wrong year. Nope, too recent. Too recent. Oh, who are you? Hello, small child. Could be maybe the Price family. Maybe.
All right, this is the right date.
Ah,
Looks like
that's
her
the right
name
date.
was Lily Myers.
Yes.
I should try to get a hold of her family.
Okay, so we found the right tombstone, Lily Myers, the Myers family. Excellent. All right, so maybe we can ask Grandma about the family. And who are
I
you?
wonder what that kid is doing here all
Yeah,
alone.
did you know our grandfather? Are you related to us? Like, are you like a grandnephew or a great grandnephew or a grandniece or cousin or something? All right, who are you? I have questions.
Hey, kid.
Hi yourself.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
None of your business.
Okay, fair. I mean, that's the kind of energy that Kathy dishes out.
I like you, kid.
Yeah, exactly. I thought she might appreciate
You're
that.
not here alone, right? Where's your mom?
I mean, could be with Dad.
Oh, she's around.
Ooh, like maybe she's dead. Okay. Yeah.
I don't see her.
Ooh, or maybe the kid is a ghost.
You must be blind or something.
Okay.
I'll go look for your mom, okay? Don't go anywhere.
Oh, interesting.
Whatever.
Yeah, I wonder if this kid isn't alive, or maybe the mom is not alive around here. Okay, interesting. Anything else around here? Anything that could be on the gravestones? Yeah, I don't see any other people around here. What happens if we go back? Is the kid still going to be there? Okay, I was wondering if the kid was going to disappear. Can I go into town from here?
Conwell Springs. I never thought I'd return to this place.
I mean, it's only 40 minutes away from your college. It's not like you live a world away. Anything else around here? No. Or like maybe the kid. Oh yeah, Joseph Irving Rain. Maybe the kid is like a manifestation of Kathy's guilt. Who knows? Yeah, I definitely don't see another person around here though. The way the kid said, "Oh, she's around," made me definitely think that the mom is dead.
I shouldn't
and he's,
leave while that kid is alone.
yeah, that's probably a good idea. Can I look around? Oh, the kid's gone. Yep. Maybe there's a bit of spookiness in this
Guess he found
story.
his mom.
Yeah, Kathy, that's exactly what happened. Child disappeared in graveyard that you only know one exit to. You know, your investigative skills are definitely lacking in certain spooky departments. Your logical reasoning is strong. Your spooky reasoning needs some flexing. All right, let's get on the Catmobile. So we can try to maybe contact the Myers family, but I'm not sure how we would do that other than going through the phone book. Maybe try talking to Grandma? I mean, either way, the phone book is at Grandma's, so it's probably a good idea to go back there anyway. But let's try talking to her first. Like, maybe we can just ask her about, you know, the family history. Like, maybe there's some other tragedy going on that we can know about. Maybe she just knows where she lives. Like, oh yeah, the Myers house? That's like 3 houses down.
Dear.
Hey, Grandma. So about that dead teenager again.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
I mean, to be fair, it's a rainy, gloomy day. I guess it's a good time to bring up sad
Very well,
conversation.
dear.
All right, tell me about
I
Lily.
found out that the drowned girl's name was Lily Myers. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Oh, how could I forget?
Okay.
Sue, Jack.
So
and
Sue
the
and Jack
children,
Myers are the
Lily and
family.
Nathan.
Lily and Nathan. Okay.
Do they still live around here?
Mother and son do. I see them in town
Okay.
from time to time. They live somewhere near the lake.
Great, okay.
But not the father.
Where did he go?
No. He disappeared not long after Lily took her own life.
That's not surprising, but also very disappointing.
Oh, she killed herself. That's news to me.
Oh, wasn't that she drowned herself.
Oh, that girl had been troubled
Oh, man.
for years. Truman made an official statement later. It was no
Unless it was a
accident.
murder. Unless it was also a
I
murder.
see. Do you know how I can reach the family?
Not really, dear. Like I said, they tend
Yeah, I
to
can't
keep
imagine they're too keen on
themselves.
the town prying into their lives now. Okay, the Myers family. So we can ask other people about this, I guess, since she told
Bye,
us.
Grandma. I'll be back later.
So can
So
we look in
long.
the phone book for that? Like, is that, like, we can't bring conversation points into the environment, right? I'm assuming. I guess let's see how the phone book works, because we didn't really find anything in there before. Because now we know the name of the person we're looking for. So if we tap on that, does it say we can, like, look it up? Aha!
All right, found an address.
Great. Perfect. Is that, yes, new location. Great. Lily Myers?
I got her family's address already.
Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so I don't know why we would look this up in the phone book. So let's go out of here. So we can use conversation points on things that are not like people. Like we can use them in the environment to look for things. Gotcha. Great. Okay, well, like it doesn't seem like a great idea to go prying into their family history, but it seems like our families are intertwined somehow. Like Grandpa Rain was interested for some reason. Maybe they know why. Maybe he already visited the Myers family in 1981. Oh, this is pretty. Man, again, I love the pixel art style of this game. It is gorgeous. All right, we have someone who's definitely a smoker.
Somebody around here is a chain
Yeah.
smoker. We have something in common. Good to know.
Oh, yeah.
There's a ton of discarded cigarette butts.
Kathy seems like big smoker energy. Ooh, there's a boat dock.
Looks
also,
like there's a small dock with a couple of boats.
I can't imagine
I
the
don't have a
family
reason to
would
go
want
down
to live at a cabin on the lake, considering what happened to Lily. Seems like it would bring back a lot of traumatic memories all the time, thinking about the water.
Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her
Like,
demise.
you'd think they would want to sell the cabin and just move out of here.
55 degrees. Not too chilly, thankfully.
All right, can we look inside? Can we get a sneak preview of what's
I
going
can
on
see
in there?
someone moving inside.
Okay, so there is someone home. So knock, knock, knock. You've got Kathy.
Yes? Can I help you?
So I'm assuming you're Sue,
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's grandfather, if that helps.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like Kathy was sent away, more like she was taken away.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, more or less.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Okay, maybe not the best opening, but you're being very straightforward.
You know what? I don't have any answers, girl.
Yeah, I do love the silver streak. That's such a good look.
Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, you're kind of opening up a wound here.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Okay.
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your
So
business.
my suspicion was correct. He did stop by and try to find out something about the death. So maybe there was something that was a little off, and why maybe it was declared a suicide so that no one else looked
I'm
into
not
it.
asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have
I was gonna
no
say,
idea
Kathy, you're
what
asking
it's
a
like
lot here.
Losing a child.
Someone
Goodbye.
being asked to relive the death of their child. Kathy. Oh boy. All right. Ooh. Is there anything about any of the items that we have so far? We have the micro cassette from the attic.
The tape I found in the briefcase, labeled answering machine. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
Oh, we got another tape. I forgot. Yes. What does this tape say?
You've reached the Rain residence.
Okay.
Leave a message after the beep.
I mean, pretty straightforward. Were there any
Hello,
messages?
Joseph.
Ah,
Yes,
there was a
Rain.
message on the machine.
It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call.
Charles who?
Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father.
Who's Erica? Interesting.
Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby.
So when was this message
Hope to see you
recorded?
soon. All
Yeah,
the
there's no
best.
good way
Bye.
to know the timeline of this. Interesting. Any other messages?
You people make me sick.
Whoa.
We're never
Whoa.
coming back.
Okay.
Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Who is this? Very curious. Okay, who?
Joseph.
We got another message here.
It's me, Cocky.
Okay.
It happened to me too.
Wait, what happened?
You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I'm assuming that's a nickname, right? So maybe that's one of his military friends?
I wonder who this
Yeah.
Cocky is.
Okay, I'm gonna guess we can ask Grandma about that. Yeah, Cocky seems like a nickname, right? Interesting. Okay, let's get back on the Catmobile. Obviously, Sue is not willing to talk with us at the moment. Maybe we have to show her that we really care about what happened. Like, show her that we're interested in finding out the truth. Interesting. So yeah, let's talk with Grandma again. See what she knows. Grandma, we have some unsettling questions again. Who was Cocky? I'm assuming one of his military friends.
Oh, hello, dear.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Let's have a sip of tea. We can never have any of the tea, which is so
There are a few
unfortunate.
things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Like, can I never? It's like, Schrodinger's tea. For as long as we're sitting on the couch, we can never drink it.
Does the nickname
But if we get up,
Cocky
we can
mean
never have
anything
any.
to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the
Okay.
aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave
So
one
who were
another.
his other friends? Do you know how we can get in touch with them?
Joseph was vigilante. I
Ooh.
can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking
Interesting.
the rules.
That's a very foreshadowing, vigilante. Like, was he trying to find out the truth? Maybe get justice for someone? Interesting. And that's why maybe whatever happened to him.
To
him?
this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Yeah, they should have called him I don't know, King Cat or something.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with.
So I guess you're Kathy Rain.
Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
Do you know what? With the way things are going, I'm going to be surprised if we don't end up in their jail at some point.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
We've got some felonies I'm sure we're going to
But
commit.
to get back to the subject, You don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
Yeah, any
I'm
hints?
afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
Oh, can we go to the base? Okay. Call sign. Yeah, okay. So
Well,
I don't
gotta go,
remember-
Grams. Talk to you later.
can we
Bye, Kathy.
we try looking that up in the phone book? That's what, of course. I didn't even think to do that. Because she said the Air Force base is in town and it's still operational. And perhaps someone there knows who Cocky was. Or maybe he works there. Like maybe he's an instructor or like an officer or something. So yes, let's ask about the McConnell
All
Air
right,
Force
got it.
Base. Yes. Aha. We got the number. Great. Okay.
Nope, couldn't find it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. And just to make
No
sure,
result for that.
I don't know what incident in 81 would look like in the phone book. Oh, can I, hello, it's me, Kathy. Can I call the ending of the game, please? Yeah, let's call the base. Hello, you've got Kathy.
McConnell Air Force Base, how can I help you?
Hi. I was just wondering if you had time to answer a few questions.
I don't know if they're super receptive to just an anonymous person calling in. It's like, answer my questions. Answer them.
Sure thing, ma'am. Ask away.
Oh, all right, sure. I mean, maybe it's a small town vibe. Maybe it's just like, one airplane. Do you know anyone by the name Cocky?
Do you recognize the
Yeah.
aviator call sign?
They
Cocky?
may have flew in the 1940s?
Afraid not, ma'am.
Yeah.
I know all the call signs here, and I'm positive it's
Not one of the
them.
active call signs, at least.
This isn't current, though.
Yeah.
It might have been used as early as
Why
World War
would he
II.
know that?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
We don't keep any official records of call signs. The only option I can think of is to get a hold of somebody who was around back then.
I figure.
Any suggestions?
Yeah.
The only person I can think of who is still alive would be Charles Wade.
Oh, Charles. I wonder if that's the same Charles from the tape.
All right, thanks.
My pleasure,
Yeah.
ma'am. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's everything. So, I mean, we could try asking about the base.
What can you tell me about
Yeah.
McConnell Air Force Base?
We should probably know a little bit more about
This
it.
is one of the oldest Air Force bases in the U.S., established during World
Whoa.
War One.
Okay, so it is plenty
The main
old.
purpose of it is to train fighter pilots. The McConnell Flight School is well renowned
Okay,
all around the country.
good to know.
In the late 80s, the school started
I wonder if this is a
accepting
real
limited number of
place.
civilian applicants due to the high demand.
All right.
Some of the most famous dogfighters in U.S. history, such as Ethan Fireball Jenkins,
Ah, Joseph.
Vigilante Rain,
Uh-huh.
and
Wait,
Brett Savior
I thought you
Myers
didn't know
trained
about
at this
older
very
call
base.
signs.
Charles Wade, the great industrialist, did too. Some claim that many of his
Oh.
revolutionary ideas came from the former chief mechanic here.
Okay,
the late Niles
man, there's a
Bloom.
lot of names being thrown at us. I should be writing this down. So Charles Wade also flew at the base, which he also told us that we should look into him. And Niles Bloom was the chief mechanic there.
Interesting. Thanks
Yeah.
for the history lesson.
Okay, good to know. I'm not sure why you would know this, but has anyone from the Myers family
I don't see a
been
reason
there?
to ask him about that.
I didn't think so either. I think that's everything we want to ask right now. Or maybe just ask him.
Do you know anything about what happened
Yeah.
to Joseph Rain in 81?
He used to fly with you guys.
I know that he was no longer stationed here at the base
Yeah.
at that time. He'd left the Air Force decades earlier.
Like 50 not 50 decades, 5 decades earlier.
But as a Conwell Springs citizen, sure, I've heard the rumors just like everybody else.
Oh, what did you hear?
How he was found by the sheriff all messed
Yeah.
up, walking out of the woods with some kind of unexplained brain
Brain
damage.
damage. That's the interesting thing, is that it seems like right after the incident, he was able to either talk or be understood by the person who picked him up, but afterwards not so much.
Any theory as to what he was
Yeah.
doing out there?
I'm afraid not, ma'am.
Hmm.
But I'm positive that it had nothing to do with this base.
Yeah,
or
this
our
is definitely
operation.
shaping up to be a much larger mystery than just what happened to our grandfather.
Okay. What can
Yeah.
you tell me about his
Like
service
our
at
grandfather
McConnell?
seems like he was looking into something.
Well, Joseph Rain is a legend around here. His pile of medals weighs more than my car.
Hell
I was
yeah.
fortunate enough to meet him before he suffered his injury, and I must say, what an inspiring man.
It seems like Joseph Rain was a beloved
I'm
man.
positive that he would have made general if he'd stuck around.
Any idea of why he quit? He looks so happy
I
in
mean,
the pictures from the war.
Grandma literally just told us it's because of his son.
Oh, your family, ma'am?
Yeah.
Granddaughter.
Well, then I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh,
I heard about his recent
that's very
death.
nice of you. Thank you.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah.
So, about him quitting.
I shouldn't speak ill of the dead, but some say the
Oh.
war broke him. PTSD.
Interesting. That is definitely not what Grandma told us.
Me? I don't think so. When I met him, he had this aura about him, like he
Yeah, like she basically told us that like he realized that he wanted to, be alive and be a father more than being a heroic father that someone could look up to because he was dead.
Maybe it was his guilt. He ended a lot of lives, but that's just me speculating.
Yeah, it definitely seems like he's not a guy who reveled in violence. It's more like he did his duty in a time of great peril.
Gotcha. Thanks for the thoughts.
Interesting. Okay. Did you happen to hear about Lily Myers?
I don't see a reason to ask him about that.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it seems like this guy's a local, so maybe he heard something. All right. Well, thank you very
All right,
much,
that's all.
mysterious officer.
Goodbye, man.
Okay. Well, at the very least, we got another topic to bring up. Can we ask Grandma? Oh no! Oh! Can we look Charles Wade up in the phone book? No. I didn't get a new location, and I can't bring it up. Huh. Interesting. Can I ask Eileen about it? Can I ask her to look up Charles Wade? Strange. Yeah, we didn't get a new
Hi, this is Eileen
topic to speak to
Hey,
people
it's me,
about.
Oh, hi.
Can I ask about the
I'm
call
trying
sign?
to find this
yeah, maybe she
guy,
can
but
research.
All I have is his nickname, Cocky.
Yeah.
Well, what do you know about the guy?
Well, he was a pilot.
Not much.
Yeah.
I think he was in the Air Force and served
so
with Grandpa.
look into World War II call
Maybe you could
signs.
try to find somebody in the Air Force who knew him then?
Oh,
yeah,
this is not great.
that might be worth a shot.
Yeah. Okay. Not
Okay,
not
gotta
super
go. Talk-
useful.
Bye, Kathy.
But okay, so maybe can we talk to Grandma specifically about that? So we need to look up Charles, or we need to find Charles Wade to find out who Cocky was. Maybe they're one and the same. Maybe Charles Wade is Cocky.
Oh.
Let's have a little sit. Interesting. Yeah, I don't remember seeing any other
There are a few
memorabilia
very
for
well-
it. Yeah, she doesn't have anything new to say. What about here? Photo of
Look
soldiers.
at this photo I found in the
Yeah.
locked
Do you recognize
briefcase.
any of the people in it?
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was
Yeah.
stationed at McConnell Air Force
Okay,
Base.
and who were the other
That's
guys?
him right there on the left.
Uh-huh.
What about the other two?
Yes.
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back.
Okay.
The gentleman on the right.
All
was
right. So
Joseph's best
we know what he
friend,
looks like then, or at least what he used to.
Charles Wade.
Ah, there we go. That's how we brought the topic up.
What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do
He was an
know
industrialist.
He has made quite
Yes.
a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together.
Okay.
Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Okay.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
Yeah, how can we find
I'm
him?
afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years.
Interesting.
He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Oh, interesting. So when was that message on the tape left?
Any particular
Yeah.
reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
Ooh, maybe she's not telling us the truth. Maybe she does know why. Maybe it's just, it's a little scandalous.
Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
Yeah.
So long.
Maybe it's an indecent conversation point. All right, so maybe we can ask the Air Force Base about Charles Wade? At least now we have the conversation point to bring up. I'm so surprised that we didn't get that from talking to the Air Force Base.